What's up, everybody? This is Around the Boards, our latest episode here. We got the Stanley Cup Finals preview, predictions. We're talking about hot dogs and Phil Kessel.
Don't feed Phil.
Don't feed Phil. We're also talking about some head coaches and some other nonsense and some new head coaches.
And I'm back.
And some trades.
And Dylan's here.
And Dylan's back. So, hey.
Around the board.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah. Yeah.
How's everybody doing?
Yeah. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
That's right. Stanley Cup Finals are about to get underway.
In a mere minutes or hours.
On Labor Day, nonetheless.
Or
Labor Day. Memorial Day.
What the fuck?
That's what I meant to say.
Okay.
Anyways, we got Dylan joining us. Dylan, say hello.
Hi.
All right. No one cares.
I'm back.
You're fat?
I still can't get listed on the Facebook page as a member of the podcast, but I'm back.
It's only for our daily contributors.
But I digress.
Daily contributors. So we got quite a few things to talk about. Some interesting stuff has happened over this past week.
Such as?
Not really.
Obviously, the Stanley Cup Finals have shaped themselves. And we know who's in what position now and who we're going to be playing with. So, what? That sounds funny.
Doggy.
So we got our Stanley Cup preview. Stanley Cup Finals preview.
Can you guys believe that the Golden Knights have home ice advantage?
Can I believe it? Yes.
I mean, if I told you that before the season started, that the Golden Knights has home ice for the Stanley Cup Finals.
If 1 year ago today you said anything in regards to the Golden Knights, I would have thought you were full of shit.
Exactly.
I still can't believe it.
I know you went off on it last podcast and you went off the rails quite a bit, but
see, like a lot of people's been asking me recently.
I was the one listener.
Well, like a lot of people have been asking me recently, like, oh, who do you want to win? Do you want Vegas or do you want Washington? And obviously, it's like how I've said previously before,
Washington.
I would love Ovechkin to win a Stanley Cup. I would love that guy to win a Stanley Cup.
Just him though, none of the other Caps.
Yeah. Like, I don't care about any of the other
Hope he gets traded right now.
But then again, on the other hand, too, how great it would be for the league in general if Vegas ends up winning the Stanley Cup in their first year.
It doesn't even fucking matter.
It'd be great for the league if Ovechkin won a cup too, though.
But yeah, bringing in such new fans and then in their first year they win the Stanley Cup is
not a good thing.
It would be a good thing.
No, because they're used to winning. While the rest of us are used to losing and cherish winning, and they'll just think that it happens every year.
Fans.
Yes.
Nah, well, they'll have to learn.
Dude, it's already fucking bad enough they made it to the Western Conference, or that they won the West. Like, they don't have to win the Stanley Cup.
Bad enough that they won a game.
I mean, they don't have to win the Stanley Cup now. Like, it's all over with. They got their fans, they got their fan base. It might actually be better for the league if they lose right now to Washington, because then you just have pissed off fans everywhere.
I think if they win, that's good for the fans in the league, obviously for new fans and stuff. But I think it'd be better if they did lose as well, because then you would kind of figure out who the quote unquote real fans are, who's who's going to stay with the team and stuff. And if the team sucked, I could probably say within the next, there would be no fans in the next 5 years if the team wasn't good,
Yeah, but I mean, they've already made it this far, so they already built up their fan base for next year at least, because they've fucking won the West. So
I think in order to have a good fan base for the next however many years, your team's going to need to be good right off the bat. Like, look at the Florida Panthers. They sucked when they first came into the league, and now can you name me one Florida Panthers fan that you know? Probably none.
Jaromir Jagr.
But then there's teams that were good when they first started, like Montreal, but now they're fucking horrible. and their team's still stuck around because they've been around for 100 years.
Yeah,
you know?
but I mean, their team's already good in Vegas. You don't have to win a Stanley Cup to be good.
It's true.
So
That's
I mean,
true.
they're already spoiled. So
Look at the
You don't-
Kings, right?
what do you mean?
You don't have to win a Stanley Cup to be good.
Kings
That
are
made
great.
no sense. Anyways,
They didn't win the Stanley Cup this year, but they're still a good team. That made perfect sense to me.
Okay.
Same with Winnipeg then.
Yeah.
Same with
Same with every team that was in the playoffs.
Speaking of Winnipeg, thank God Patrick Laine shaved his beard.
Why do people care so much about it?
He's a pretty handsome dude underneath that thing.
Yeah, have you never seen him before he had a beard? He didn't have a beard.
I didn't really care to see him before because it was Winnipeg, so I didn't really pay close attention.
Do you care to see it because now it's a different Winnipeg?
Well, exactly. Yeah, I guess
It's still Winnipeg.
I guess when you start talking and when we start getting in, deep diving into certain teams, you start paying a little bit more attention to them now, obviously, and breaking outside.
So
of
are
the
you
box
saying
of
that you're a
linear
Patrick
Rangers.
Laine fan now?
Oh yeah, the dude is very highly skilled. I'm even a Hellebuck fan too. Yeah, the goaltender's got a good future in front of him for sure. So
Or you could pay attention to players and not regardless of what team they're on.
That's not fun.
That's not. I guess not. I don't know.
Anybody know how good Alexander Barkov is?
I think it's pretty good.
I think it's good just because he was my Hut team on HLE team.
I think he's good because he's on a horrible team, so that's why he's good.
He's the best player on a bad team,
Yeah,
so he looks even better.
Alexander Barkov probably isn't in the top 100 players in the league, but he's on Florida, so he gets the spotlight.
Hell yeah! Now that Marchessault's not there anymore, and now that Marchessault is playing for the Cup, as we digress back into the Stanley Cup Finals.
So this is how this series is gonna break down. So
Oh, you're gonna tell us right now how it's gonna break down?
So game one, like we said, is Monday, Memorial
In
Day.
Vegas.
Yep, Vegas has home ice, so the first two games they're there. Game 2 is played that Wednesday, May 30th.
Wow, 2 days
Games
later.
3 and 4 is Saturday, June 2nd, and Monday, June 4th.
That's a kind of a surprise that they gave him an
2
extra
day
day off
break,
for travel.
Yeah.
I mean, I wonder if like Washington has something scheduled in their arena, or if there's
Or
some
Vegas,
scheduling issues.
so-
Possible or
Yeah.
just
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
So, how do you feel about? You think it's better for Vegas to start off at home, or would you rather them start on the road if they play Tampa?
I don't think it matters.
I think Vegas has had too long of a break.
They've only had fucking one more extra day than Washington did.
No, it's like a whole week.
Yeah, so Washington played what, Wednesday, Tuesday?
That was Wednesday.
Okay, so they had 2 more days. It's not a big of a
Still,
deal.
I don't know. Like it just makes you think.
I
Like,
think they
are they
both
gonna
had too
lose
much
that?
of a break. Like they should have started it on Saturday or Friday.
Like, do you think they're gonna lose that momentum, or it's
No. Vegas has fucking had a break after every series because they've destroyed everybody.
That's true. That's true. Good point. Good point.
So you know what might happen? That's what I was saying, because you saw game 1 against Winnipeg after Vegas had that little break. They came out and they got scored on 3 times the first 8 minutes. But now playing at home for the Stanley Cup Finals, if they come out and they get scored on 3 times in the first 8 minutes against Washington, I don't know if you rebound the same at home getting scored on as you do on the road, because on the road you kind of expect to at least lose a game or two. At
Right.
home, you expect to win them all. So if they fall behind quickly against Washington in game 1, I don't know. Washington might take it in maybe 5 or 6 games.
Tight.
I don't think home ice advantage is really that important this year. I don't know. It has kind of been. It's been here nor there for all the series, though.
I think it is for Vegas though. Like they just get so amped up and like everything, like all the stories you hear about the arena and all that, and like what Ken from Sinbin said about Ovechkin's words were,
It's
is
pool
this
party,
is this a hockey game or are we at a pool party? So sure enough, he's going to be at that pool party for the first 2 games. So that's
So that's what I'm saying. Like if Washington jumps on them early and like takes all the energy out of the building, takes all the momentum
they
out.
have to. They have to. Absolutely.
Like,
Absolutely.
or is it going to be a carryover effect for game 2? And then when Washington comes home, they're going to have all the momentum no matter what happens in game 2 if they're already still game 1.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we say that we say that about every team, though, is that the home team's got to come out strong in the first period for game one to really set the tone.
Well, yeah.
You think
Even
there's going to
though-
be distractions at all?
Such as what?
Such as a team that's never been in the Stanley Cup Finals before, or a player that's never played in the Stanley Cup Finals before,
Well,
Alex Ovechkin.
Well, that's
or,
two teams. That's both of them together.
That's what I'm saying, distractions. I didn't say which team. I said distractions in general.
I would think Ovechkin is past that. I think he is just pissed off.
Game
He's gonna-
face.
Yeah,
Game
you think he has
face.
blinders on? He's just got
Yeah,
all the
like
management?
like how he played last game against the what's their nuts over there, Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Like he just came out and fucking just destroyed everybody. He's like a
Yeah, he
man
scored
on a
the
mission
first
right now.
goal, didn't he? It
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
was like 2
right
minutes
away.
in or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a one-timer, like just on the rush. And then he was throwing his body around. So I feel like he's just on a mission right now, and he's not going to let like the whole celebration part of it
Do you
distract
think
him.
if they win, he's going to try and leave the arena with the Stanley Cup like he did with the Eastern Conference Finals trophy? Put it in the back of his car and drive away.
I think he would try to. I mean, they're gonna if the Washington, no matter which team wins, they're gonna celebrate in the locker room for the most part of the night,
Mm-hmm.
and then probably take it.
No
as
way!
a team
You're telling
somewhere.
if whoever wins in Vegas, you're telling me they're going to celebrate in the locker room?
Oh yeah. Of
I'll
course.
celebrate
Bullshit.
as a-
If they-
no, for sure, for at least an hour or two,
Oh, yeah.
just as a team. They can't
Yeah.
like
They're
they
they're going to be popping bottles as soon as they the first
gonna
person walks
go-
back there. The bottles.
If it
The
happens
bottles
in
are going to be
Vegas, they're
there.
going to go down the street to Cheetahs, take that Stanley Cup in the
No.
strip club.
I don't think they're going to.
First of all, they wouldn't go to Cheetahs. There's so many much higher class strip clubs there, but
Yeah, I know.
I would say because right immediately after you win the Stanley Cup and you start celebrating in the locker room, you get like all the pictures and stuff. That's where all the videos come from.
Mhm.
Like all the families are in there with the kids taking pictures, and then I like after an hour or so of that, then everyone gets kicked out except for like the team and the coaches, and then it's just like a moment for them to like reflect on the season, like bond as like a team, and say that you finally fucking did it. You had
Yeah,
one
I'm
world to be in
sure-
the year.
If they win, they're probably there 3 or 4 hours after the game's over, doing stuff, So
Yeah. And then, well, if Vegas wins in Vegas, they're, I don't know.
the arena's going to burn
This-
to the ground.
It's on the strip.
The
like,
strip is going to go ridiculous.
People
Like,
are going to die, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
People are
I
going
don't
to try and climb light poles on the strip and then fall into oncoming traffic and
or climb the Statue of Liberty.
climb
or
the Statue of
something.
Liberty and rip that jersey off. Like,
Jump into the fucking Bellagio fountains and
The Eiffel Tower
Um,
that's out there.
so here's another interesting thing too. So if Vegas wins, who lifts the cup? Do you think first?
Derek England.
Yeah,
He's like the unofficial captain. Like,
Yeah.
not Fleury.
No.
I don't
Fleur-
know.
The coach.
Fleur-
What if the coach did
No.
it first?
No.
No, they
I
won't.
think
The coach definitely.
I
won't do
think
it first.
Fleury. I think Fleury.
Fleury's an
would be
interesting
second.
idea.
I think.
Or
I think
as a
Fleury
team,
would
do you
be
think if they
second.
all skate over and do it together as a team? Maybe.
No,
or
because-
if all of their alternates go and do it all at once or something.
Well, I mean, they have different alternates on the road than they do. They have like 6 alternates. It's
Yeah.
fucking weird. I mean, I could see having 3 different ways. First, like I said, Derek England, I think he would just do it and then hand it off to the team all at once. Or since I didn't even think about Fleury, like he might actually do it himself first.
Right. Imagine
Or they could just go over like as a collective whole team, like everybody at once, just come in and take the picture with Gary Bettman. And then, I don't know, I'll touch
And
it
then
at the same
all
time.
try to lift it. Yeah.
But then, like most likely, Derek England would be the first one to pick it up, or Fleury, or somebody like that. So, I don't know. I think we talked about this last week, but we never looked it up. Has there ever been a team without a captain to win the Stanley Cup?
I don't think so.
Like at least not in recent memory. That we like maybe like the '80s or something like that.
If the Caps win, Ovi will be the first Russian captain to win the Stanley Cup.
Dude, how nuts would that be when he takes it back home to Russia?
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
You think Putin's going to get to touch it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be fucking crazy too.
Yeah. So you think Ovechkin, a Russian, is going to take the Stanley Cup into the White House and see Donald Trump? This is
Maybe.
Let's not get political, but
No.
it's going to be interesting if a Russian wins the Stanley Cup.
Anyways. Nah.
Well,
It's.
Yeah, I don't know. Like either way, whoever wins the fucking finals, it's going to be fucking crazy. There's going to be some wild things happening that night.
Oh,
Even-
yeah.
It'll be a little less magical if Vegas wins it in Washington, just because you're like, oh well, whatever. Like if Washington wins in Washington, it's still going to be fucking crazy because the Ovechkin. And if Ovechkin wins in Vegas, it'll be fucking 10 times crazier.
So to go back to your question, Rob, I just Googled it. The Bruins did it twice in the 70s.
70s, yes. So
Yes,
so
it has happened before.
Do you
But-
think, I want to touch on this real quick before we change topics. Do you think, in regards to captains, do you think it's going to happen with Vegas next year? You think if England's still around, England will be captain?
well, they signed England to an extension.
Yeah.
Reeves,
So do you think
but
England's going to
Reeves.
Reeves.
Ryan Reeves.
Or
Ryan Reeves.
do you think like they could do Fleury as a captain? How like the Canucks kind of did
like an honorary
Luongo?
captain?
Yeah, like
painting
Luongo
a
was
C on
kind
his
of
helmet?
like Luongo was the captain for the Canucks for a little bit.
Yeah.
Possible.
I mean, it really depends who's on their team next year, but at least for next year, I'm pretty sure that they'll just still have like the committee, like captain by committee.
England's the perfect story though.
I don't want to say perfect.
Well, he's from.
I just don't
Vegas
understand.
and
Yeah, like fucking last year and 2 years ago, like nobody gave a shit about Derek England.
I didn't even know who Derek England was until
Like-
probably 2 years
like
ago.
I was surprised he's still in the league,
Yeah.
and now he's like playing top 4 minutes for fucking Western Conference champion Golden Knights. Like that's just crazy.
So do you think there's a better chance of somebody being the captain that's on the team now, or if they sign somebody in the offseason and then that person becoming captain?
No, I mean,
I don't think they'll sign somebody in the offseason and make them captain.
no.
No.
I mean, it'll probably be Derek England if it's anybody, but they'll probably wait. I don't know. Like, how long do you fucking wait if you're Vegas?
Yeah, I mean,
to name
England
the
would be
captain
fine.
now?
Fleury would be fine. Even if like James Neal is still around, James Neal as a captain would be fine.
Like, if he signed like a 6-year contract or something, then I could see James Neal being named captain, but not next year. I was think they would wait until like Derek England retired, because Derek England's not gonna play fucking 3 more years. He might play 2, not 3 or 4.
Yeah.
So they might just wait, and if James Neal or something like that signs like a 6-year contract, or Marchessault or somebody, or fucking Bellemare, he's like an unsung hero.
Or Nate Schmidt or something.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like, I just don't even know how long they're gonna wait to name a captain. Like, do you wait for like one of your fucking rookies to come up, like Nick Suzuki or Cody Glass or something?
I just kind of feel like your captain kind of has to be a relative name, though. You know, like
A popular.
no one
yeah.
knows who Nate Schmidt is. You know, well, I mean, besides a few hockey fans. You know,
Yeah, except for in the playoffs, he's playing out of his mind, so he's getting a little
Yeah.
more attention.
like
But
every other captain in the league, even on shit teams, you know who they are. You know,
yeah, well, I mean, Derek England could still be captain. I don't know.
yeah, no, but he's a relative name because of what's gone on, not because of
Yeah,
his
because of
playing
the
ability.
season.
Yeah,
Yeah, and he just like has like the qualities of being a captain, especially in Vegas.
yeah. I think
So-
he'll get it.
So to switch gears here, you guys.
What's your predictions?
You guys want to do predictions?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Go for it, Des.
I hate
Start it
predictions,
off.
but we're gonna do it anyways.
We've been wrong. At least I've been wrong every single time for every prediction. So let's see what it is.
Well, you know, I think Des is probably going to say Washington because he's been on there. I think
He'll say
Des, yeah.
Can we predict your prediction, Des?
no.
Please.
That's what we should do. Is the other two people should predict the other person's
Yeah,
choice.
I'm gonna say Des thinks Washington in 7.
I think everyone's going to think it's in 7, though. To be honest, because that's the safe pick.
Yeah, because it's like, even though like 2 or 3 games went to Game 7 in the playoffs, that's it.
Yeah.
All right, Des, what's your prediction?
Vegas in 6.
Oh, he did that just to spite us.
No,
Why?
no.
Why?
Why? Because Washington has had mental breakdowns, and we saw that in the Tampa series when they came out of the gate hot 2-0, and then Tampa turned it on, and Washington had some mental breakdowns in those games. Vegas has not had any mental breakdowns, like serious ones, like the Washington Capitals has. So I think they got that over top of Washington. I think Vegas is going to take the cup in 6 games.
Besides 3 goals in the first 10 minutes of the game.
Yeah, but
against
even after
Winnipeg.
that, the third goal was this
it was a
we went to
questionable
review
call.
and then Vegas still came back and scored, and now scoring 1-0 the rest of the game. I'm pretty sure.
yeah.
So I mean,
No,
even
the
then,
mental
still bounced
lapses that
back.
they've had, the mental lapses Vegas has had, they've overcome pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been like one play of the
Right.
whole game,
So
and then Fleury ends up making the save anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
right, and they got Fleury. That's just we can't say enough about that dude. It's just unreal.
Is there any discussion for Vezina anymore? Do you think,
For Vezina, I don't think
Yeah.
Fleury's up for Vezina.
or for
No,
Conn Smythe.
Yeah,
I think Conn Smythe has come down to 2 players, unless something fucking
Fleury or
like,
Ovechkin.
yeah, unless like William Karlsson or like Riley Smith or something scores like
Has
8
5
goals
hat
in the
tricks.
finals.
Yeah.
Or something like that, or like Burakovsky like gets like 2 hat tricks in the series or something like that.
What's yours? What's yours?
Who?
Go ahead, Rob.
I'm gonna say Vegas wins in 5, just because
5.
dude.
Ooh.
I don't know. I've been
Salty.
against Vegas and like, oh, they're gonna lose in 7, they're gonna lose in 6. I said, blah blah blah. I'm like,
So,
dude, I don't know. They got something that they might lose one game and they might even lose at home, but like, I don't know if it's their coaches or what, that just they bounce back like immediately the next game and just shut them
They're
down.
a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, and fucking, I don't know. They're just flowing right now, and like we said, you got Fleury in the back end cleaning up all your mistakes. You're in pretty good hands back there. So I'm gonna say Vegas in 5.
All right, Dylan.
As much as I want Washington to do it, just
God, I
'cause
can't believe it.
I like what, yeah. 6 months ago, all of us could not have one nice thing to say about Vegas. But as much as I want Washington to do it, because I like Washington more as a team, as a whole team, players and stuff, I think Vegas is going to do it.
Oh,
And
man.
game wise, I don't know, but I think storybook ending, they're going to do it at home. So whatever that is,
Right.
So
I
it's either-
think it's just going to end like that. Just that's the kind of year it's been for them, to be honest. Like,
so it's either 5 or 7.
yeah, either 5 or 7.
So,
Just to
despite
finish the fairy tale. That's what I said, Vegas in 5.
7 at home. They'll fucking make a movie
In
next
overtime.
year. Yeah, 7 at home, triple overtime. There's going to be a Disney movie next year. Miracle Part 2.
Yeah, they'll fucking finish right in the movie before the game's over.
Yeah,
so despite
Game 7 in overtime. That's what I'm going for. Game 7 in
Damn.
overtime. Vegas at home.
That's how close it's gonna be.
Yeah.
So, despite the fact that both teams touched the Eastern and Western Conference final trophies,
Who gives a shit?
Yeah, I mean, well,
somebody's got to
last
win.
2 years. Last year, Sidney Crosby
some-
touched it. That worked out pretty well for him.
Yeah, I guess so. Did you?
I don't know what.
Did you guys see the interview with Ovechkin before he went and received it? And he just was like, I gotta go, receive the trophy. And I think it was Pierre was like, oh, are you gonna take it? He's like, oh yeah, I'm going to touch it. Like
Yeah.
that.
Ovechkin doesn't give a shit
No, he
anymore.
don't. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, "I've been working for this.
Oh,
I
yeah,
need this."
he's lit. He's and he
Like
took
Ovechkin's gonna win, and he's gonna run down the street naked with the Stanley Cup or something. Like he just doesn't even care
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, yeah. Like here's an interesting concept I just thought of. Like, if the Capitals win the cup this year, is Ovechkin going to retire or go back to Russia? Or
no way.
No, he's still got 10
Yeah.
years left.
yeah, but I mean, if he wins the cup this year, he's accomplished everything he's wanted to accomplish in the NHL, except for maybe repeat champions.
Right.
But I mean, if you win the Stanley Cup, why not just go back home to Russia and play out your days in KHL?
I could see him maybe playing until the next Olympics and then maybe retiring before the Olympics, so then he can play, like, finish his career with Team Russia, like, or something. You know, like whenever the next Winter Olympics is or something.
So like, just
Because
keep
he
playing with
wanted
Washington.
to, play with Washington. And when's the next Olympics? 4 years from now. So
Yeah,
2021, whatever year that is, 2022.
yeah.
So like have him play till 2021 and then he'll retire and then he can play in the Olympics or something, like, to finish.
And
I
that'd
don't
be
know.
that'd be his last game is the Olympics.
Yeah, because nobody wanted to play in the Olympics more this year than him.
Yeah, but I mean, by then they might allow NHL players in the Olympics. Would that change his
It's
mind?
true.
Right.
I don't know.
Hopefully.
I
That's what
think he's accomplished everything he wants to accomplish. I mean, if
Like,
he's trying to go after like a goal scoring title or something, maybe he'll stay around a little bit longer. But
Yeah, but I mean, you could just tell he wants the fucking Stanley Cup. That's why I'm like, I just thought of it like, if he wins the Stanley Cup, what's stopping him from just going back to Russia, like Pavel Datsyuk or somebody? Or
he's been in
Kovalchuk?
the league, what, 10 years now or so, 12 years, something like that. So he's been around long enough.
Yeah, no, but he's cemented his place in history, especially with or without the Cup. So especially if he wins it, like, what's there left for him to do except for repeat? And we know how hard that is, even though Pittsburgh did it, but that's not the point.
Yeah. So speaking of Pittsburgh, let's move on here to Phil Kessel, the rumor
Uh-oh.
mill about Phil Kessel.
Turn that mill.
About Phil Kessel being on the trading block.
The only guy that eats more than Dez.
That's right. And man,
Also, with that in mind, be on the lookout for new T-shirts that say "Don't feed Phil" and it's Phil Kessel's face. If you guys
You're
are
welcome.
interested, hit us up on Twitter. or stickers. We'll send
Do
you
I
some
get
stickers.
do I get compensation for the idea?
Sure, you get 20% commission on every sticker and T-shirt we give away for free.
All right. Can we have a
So-
don't feed Phil and then a don't feed Dez?
That'll be
Thing?
later on.
Okay.
So
Or like have it say don't feed
Anyways.
Phil and then have Dez's face instead. Have it be a misprint.
That'll be special edition collector's cut.
Anyways, this past season, Phil Kessel had 34 goals and 92 points in 82 games. So it's not like, he's above a
Played
point.
great this year.
Yeah, I mean,
Dude, he's a goal scorer.
Despite some injuries and lack of not showing up in the playoffs, he didn't really do anything crazy for the Penguins in the Stanley Cup playoffs this past
He never shows up in the playoffs
past season.
Though.
But
Well, he's used to playing Toronto.
That's true.
but where could we possibly see him going? Like that?
Toronto.
You think so?
No, there's no way he goes
No,
back
he
to
hit
Toronto
him and Mike
or
Babcock.
Boston.
Him and Mike Babcock hate each other.
Yeah, there's no way he's going to a new team. Maybe what about Arizona?
What about Vegas?
What about Seattle?
I don't think Vegas.
You imagine
maybe.
if they could keep Neil, Fleury, and have Kessel, just take all of the Las Vegas Penguins.
Jesus.
Let's see. He's got 1, 2, 3 years left. 8 million. That's
a lot of money.
Yeah.
I think that's too rich for Vegas's blood right now. I mean, unless they lose and they feel like we got to do something to win next year, and they like make like a drastic move. It's like I don't know even what Vegas would give up to get Phil Kessel.
That's
Like,
the thing.
Like, what does Pittsburgh want?
Probably somebody the same as him, just younger, I would imagine.
Like prospects or draft picks, or
I don't know.
you think they want a defenseman? Like,
I know what Dez is going to say. He's going to go to the Rangers.
No, I don't want Phil Kessel on the Rangers.
you don't want Phil Kessel on the Rangers?
I
Lots of
don't-
good food in New York.
Phil Kessel, Kovalchuk, Slava Voinov.
Nah, you can have Voinov too.
I'll take Voinov on my team any day.
I would take Kessel right now too if I could, but
On Detroit,
I mean, we have a history of signing washed up old players. So,
he's not washed up yet, so it's too soon.
well,
for
he's
you.
at the end of it. He's at the beginning of being washed up. He's on the shore and his feet can almost touch the ground.
So he'll go to Detroit to finish it up to really.
No,
so
I don't
that-
know. Do you think, like,
What about Florida?
No.
They need some wingers.
Florida.
for sure.
Florida just needs a lot of help.
they
Yeah,
could use
but-
they could use a name too? Now
Yeah.
that
I mean, think of that. Like how we said Barkov earlier, like Barkov and Phil Kessel online with like Jonathan Huberdeau, kind of Humidor.
and Bukestad and
Yeah,
Aaron Ekblad.
I mean, Florida's not really a bad team. but
Florida
they
could
got,
use some veteran leadership now that Yager's gone too.
yeah, and they got rid of Riley Smith and Marchessault like idiots. So
Well, do you think that I don't know if this? Well, I guess it always plays a factor in decisions. But do you think he still wants to win? Like, do you think he matters if he goes to a Stanley Cup contender, or do you think he's going to go to?
well, I don't think that's a choice, but
Well, yeah, true. Oh, he does. Does he have a movement clause?
oh yeah, he does. I think he does.
Yeah, so
Shit.
he has a little bit of a choice. So do you think he wants to go to a contender, or do you think he doesn't care?
I don't think he cares really.
Because he's an American, so it's not like he wants to go back home to Canada to play or something.
Yeah, like Montreal or something like
I
that.
don't even know where Phil Kessel's from.
It's from like Minnesota.
Probably
Yeah.
somewhere in the Northeast, yeah.
What do you think about him on Minnesota? Zach Parise?
And Ryan Suter.
I don't know. That's a lot. That's a lot of big contracts, though.
Yeah, they already have half their team wrapped up in two players. So
Yeah, they got like Matt Dumba and fucking Brodeen. I don't know. That's a lot of money. I wouldn't mind seeing him on the Kings. That's for sure.
I wouldn't mind seeing him anywhere.
In your dreams,
Why would you not want to stay with Pittsburgh though? Like
like why didn't
You've
why doesn't
literally-
Pittsburgh want him?
probably
Who
the
knows?
two of the top 5 players in the league on
Maybe
your team.
Maybe they're making room for Gensel.
well.
Yeah, but do you think
you-
Gensel's going to replace Phil Kessel?
Jake
don't know.
Gunsel's he's pretty talented.
Well, do you are Crosby or Malkin's contracts up too, like or anything like that? Like, do they need to give Malkin some money or something? Is
sure
that why?
that-
Oh,
I'm-
just him caps it. I'm sure
Yeah,
eventually.
I'm
I
sure,
mean, he's
yeah.
got 3 years left. 8 million. That's what I said. It's a lot of money.
I'd rather give $8 million to Malkin than Phil Kessel. So
Yeah, so maybe that goes in their like long-term deals that, and Matt Murray maybe needs more money soon. Did he just sign a long-term contract? I'm not sure.
Who's
I
that?
don't know. Matt Murray.
Matt Murray.
Mm.
I'm not sure.
What if Phil Kessel went to which I don't think he'll be able to afford him, but if he went to Tampa, or if he went to Winnipeg or Nashville,
Dude, no way.
Could you imagine?
Well, I mean, Winnipeg, if they get rid of Paul Stastny, he's a free agent in the year, so he's coming off the books. But 3 years, $8 million that's a lot of money. I mean,
could you imagine if he went to Tampa? Imagine that.
You know what? You know where I could see him ending up playing is Vancouver.
And with a bad
Right?
team, though.
I could see him playing with Vancouver too.
They could lose both
Going back to
Sedins.
Canada, too.
Yeah, I mean, they lose both Sedins because they retired, and you got Brock Besser and fucking Phil Kessel. That's pretty solid.
Maybe New Jersey.
I think it's too rich for New Jersey. Unless Pittsburgh's going to eat some salary or something. I don't know.
So both ends of the deal will end up with somebody eating something.
Nice.
Good one.
Nice.
I don't know. Where else would he play? Calgary? No. Maybe.
I don't think it's going to be a Canadian team. That's my bet. It's not going to be a Canadian team.
Well,
So,
if whoever's listening, let us know where you think Phil Kessel might end up. Tweet it to us.
let's do a tweeter poll. Yeah, let's do a tweeter poll.
I'm
Let's come up with the
reading
top 5.
that Phil
destinations.
Kessel is displeased with not being able to play with Malkin full time. That's why he wants.
Oh, what a bitch.
I'd be upset if I didn't.
I'd be upset if I did. Yeah, I'd be upset if I didn't get to play with probably
that's
one
what
of the top
happens when
5
you-
best centers in the league.
Well, that's what happens when you load your team up with all these, high caliber players. Is you're
It's
not
not
gonna
his
get
fault. He didn't load the team up. He just loaded his belly up.
I know.
With food and hot dogs.
Speaking of hot dogs,
No,
I got
let's
nothing.
do it.
And
I got
there
nothing.
are
figure out
also. Oh, go ahead.
I've finished. Got it finished.
As I say, there's also rumors that they think that his intensity is decreased because he's been trying to keep his Iron Man streak alive or something.
Oh, so he's trying not to. Well, didn't he get suspended for fucking hacking?
They said he hasn't missed a game since 2010.
Yeah, didn't he go full lumberjack on somebody? Remember that? On the face-off circle? Fuck, who was that? That's when he was still in Toronto.
Oh, maybe.
I don't remember. It must. I
do
think
you
it was
think
somebody in
that-
Boston.
Do you think that do you think players think about that? Oh man, I'm going to keep this Iron Man streak alive. Let me
Yeah.
not skate hard.
Yeah. Or
do players care about that? Would you care about
I don't think he cares about the streak. He probably doesn't want to get hurt. He's like, I don't want to fucking get hurt and not be able to play again, or have to retire and then just be hurt the rest of my life. But I mean, we used to say that about Ovechkin too. Remember when he used to not backcheck? And there's that meme going around where it's controller died or something. And he'd just be floating back.
that gif.
Yeah. So I mean, just players sometimes. I mean, I'm sure a change of scenery for him would.
What if he went to Philadelphia, down the road?
That'd be interesting.
Yeah,
That would piss
fuck you
off
guys.
everyone. Yeah, fuck you
in
guys.
the same division.
Let me move 2 hours away.
But I mean, it'd still have to be a trade. So Pittsburgh would
Yeah.
have to agree to it.
He's probably got to submit a list of 10 teams he'd go to or whatever or something.
Let's come up with the top 5 of where
Maybe
we
3.
likely would expect him.
3.
I would say Vancouver.
Let's go.
Well,
with
dude,
top
5.
3.
5 for Twitter.
Can you do 5 for Twitter? I don't know.
Well, no,
I
because
don't
we're
know
not
if there's
going
a
to
limit.
agree on something because I said he's not going to go to a Canadian team, and you're already saying Vancouver. So
Okay, what about the Kings?
why don't just one of us pick one each, and we'll have a 3-team poll?
All right, I'll pick Vancouver.
Kings, Rangers, Red Wings.
I really think he might play in Vancouver. I don't know. I just got a hunch. So that's what I'm saying.
There's only one way to find out, right? And that's to see what happens in the offseason.
Jesus.
Or we
I
could
was
just do
going
a
to
Twitter
suggest I was going to suggest San Jose, but they just paid Evander Kane way too much money. So
poll. For 7 years.
yeah,
Jesus
Locked
Christ.
in. Locked in, but
I don't have a set place, but I'm going to say some place that's warm year round
Florida.
in the United States.
Florida.
So it's going to be a southern or
Texas.
coastal team in the United States. Maybe Dallas. That would be sick.
Dude, that's fucking way too much money for Dallas.
I know. Or
Jamie
maybe
Benn, Tyler Seguin, Radulov.
so it's going to be one of the California teams, Dallas, or one of the Florida teams.
you think he's
What about you
staying on
guys?
the coast somewhere, huh?
Somewhere warm and in the United States.
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Because think about it. He's played in Toronto. He's played in Boston. He's played in Pittsburgh. Maybe he doesn't want to be cold anymore.
He said, "Fuck you guys. I want to wear
I
my
know
tank top."
I know he owns a boat and he likes going out on the lake and stuff. So
Oh, hello.
That's our special
my
guest
dogs
today.
at?
That's our special guest.
Where my dogs at?
Anyways,
Des, pick a team so I can put up Twitter poll.
Ottawa.
What the fuck?
I'm just gonna go with Ottawa. No particular reason, just because.
So let's have the three Twitter poll be Vancouver, Ottawa, or a sunny American team.
Yeah. Oh my God, this dog won't shut up. We're gonna have to cut this out of here.
Nah, it's fine. He's just a special guest.
Holla at your boy.
Just have the Twitter poll be Canada or
We
not
will.
Canada.
We'll see. We'll do it after the we'll do it after the Sayers. So go vote on that.
Let me ask you, Des. Would
you?
you don't want Phil Kessel on the Rangers?
No, thanks. I'll
Why
pass.
not?
What?
Too much money? Or
Yeah.
you don't still like Phil Kessel?
Too much money, and we're in the rebuild process. I don't want Phil Kessel.
You're in the rebuild process, but you want fucking Kovalchuk
Yes, I want Kovalchuk.
and John Tavares?
Yes. For leaders. We don't have a captain anymore. We no longer have a captain.
Did they not name anybody captain after they traded out McDonough?
No.
Who do you think is going to be captain?
I have no idea. That's the thing. The Rangers have so many unrestricted free agents.
That they got to sign somebody first?
Right. They got so many free agents. Let's just say that unrestricted and restricted. Anyways, so they do have to sign people. People have to get paid. And who they're going to pick up during the draft. I'm sure there's going to be a huge trade that's going to go down. Exactly.
John Tavares. If John
Yes.
Tavares goes to the Rangers, will he be named captain?
Yeah.
100%?
100%. There was even an interview it was either interview or it was just on Facebook or something. But Henrik Lundqvist said that he would love John Tavares to come play for the Rangers.
Well, I'm sure everyone on the Rangers team would love John Tavares to come play for the Rangers.
Yeah, so it's like, hey, Tavares, here's Hank, one of the best
goaltenders. Does that count as
goaltenders.
tampering?
Yeah, like one of the best goaltenders in the world, whispering sweet nothings into your ear. Come over this way, buddy. Just come into the city. Stay out of the island. Just come into the city.
And plus, they got a new coach, don't they?
Yes. David Quinn.
Where's he from?
Boston well, where is he from? Or where
was he coaching at last?
He was coaching for the NCAA, Boston University, and the dude has a great record in coaching for the Boston
college. Yeah.
Coaching for BU, if you will, and his record over the past 5 years for BU was 105 wins, 68 losses, and 21 overtime losses.
And that's a lot of young guys in college. Is that fair and well for Rangers? Is that what you wanted?
Yes, because one of the greatest things that a lot of people have to say about David Quinn was his player development and developing the players, and that's what he's going to have for this new Rangers team when they get done with the rebuild. Is a lot of young talent, and and
John Tavares,
right, and not even young too, but like Kevin Shattenkirk. Even like he's been in the league, but he's still a young player, and he still has a lot to work.
Not that young
for, but so, and him and Kevin Shattenkirk even have an old history, because guess where Kevin Shattenkirk went to college?
Boston University.
That's right. Okay. So it's going to be very exciting now to see how this all unfolds. And have you seen a picture of this guy? He's a pretty good looking dude.
God, what's up with you and just talking about good-looking dudes on your team?
It's just, he's...
Is that what the New York media wants, is good-looking people to put on their magazines and
basically,
it's stuff?
New York Rangers. It's New York. God, he's got some good hair, too. Anyways, does
he take over the best-looking player in the organization now over Henrik Lundqvist?
No, Henrik Lundqvist is a stud.
McDreamy?
Yeah, exactly. Man, if I ever saw that dude out in public,
you would know.
Oh yeah, you would know. Exactly, you would know.
Because his style. I said, damn, who's that guy I wanted to sit? God damn it, that's Henrik Lundqvist.
So it's gonna be a lot of fun to see how he handles this team and this. Well, obviously new team to him, but a new team that's going to be to the fans as well when they get done with the rebuild.
Do you expect I know you have a bunch of free agents and hopefully some trades that you're expecting, like John Tavares or Kovalchuk coming over from KHL. But if they don't get Kovalchuk or Tavares,
The Kovalchuk
How-
thing's basically done. Let's just be honest.
okay, so they're gonna get Kovalchuk, so he's gonna be their top line center, right?
First or second,
Unless-
yes.
Unless they get John Tavares, blah blah blah.
Right.
Okay, well, let's say they did get John Tavares. Somehow, some way, they trade for John Tavares, and they got Kovalchuk, and they got all these great players now.
Yep. Zibanejad, yeah.
How disappointed would you be if they missed the playoffs next year with a new coach?
You know, I wouldn't say I would be disappointed because I'm not going to expect them to make the playoffs next year. I'm already
Not even with John Tavares.
Yes, I'm already setting myself up for that one because there's going to be a lot of young talent still and new faces in the NHL that's going to be playing for them, and first year head coach. I can't compare that obviously because Vegas is happening to Vegas right now. First year head coach, and the guy goes.
He's not a
to
first year head coach.
but first time with this new team, if you will. Going to the Stanley
not
Cup
the same.
Finals, but yeah, I'm not expecting them to make the playoffs next year. I give it maybe two, maybe the second, maybe Quinn's second year or third year is when the Rangers will go deep into the playoffs.
So you're giving him a long leash.
Oh yeah,
So we're
It's-
not going to
it's-
see any
it's the
hashtag
rebuild.
fire DQ or something.
no,
Fire Dairy Queen.
I'd go for some there. What?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
doesn't
we know.
surprise me.
Yeah,
We
see?
know.
Exactly.
That'll be
So, yeah.
that'll be a little shout out. With our next T-shirts will be does his face on a dilly bar.
There you go.
Or just me and have it be called the Dilly Bar.
There you go.
Deli.
Des, Dairy Queen or Cold Stone?
Dairy Queen.
Wow.
Ooh, I don't know. Dairy Queen's.
You wanna know why?
Lately?
Because we don't have Cold Stones over here.
Why?
in New York.
Because they flip your cup upside down?
No, but let me tell you, I was very upset when someone did not serve me my flurry upside down.
It's not a flurry. It's a blizzard.
That's what I meant.
Dairy Queen or Carvel?
Flurry is
Wait.
Flurry's McDonald's.
So if they don't serve your blizzard upside down, you get it for free.
Right, and I wanted to be that douchebag that says something to the guy when he didn't do that. But anyways, that's not the point. So yeah. So
Where my dogs at?
That's what.
This dog won't stop barking, so you're gonna have to deal with it.
And Rob, your new mic sounds good.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah. Anyways, that pretty much wraps it up. Do you guys have anything else? Anything else you want to talk about?
No, hold on. Let me see if the dog has anything to say. All right, we're good.
Okay.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. So we're gonna release this early. The day
As you know,
of
you're listening
game
to
one
it right now.
That's right.
Before Tuesday.
That's right. So we're releasing this Monday instead of Tuesday because just to get
Special
everyone
edition.
amped up for the Stanley Cup Finals. So
This is our EP episode.
yes. So anyways, guys, we'll see everybody next week on another episode.
Of Around the Boards.
Next week it should be a little bit different
Bye bye.
Why would it be different?
because we're gonna have a little bit more to talk about.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
We're gonna have some
let's see.
games.
Series
Woof.
the series could almost be over by this time next week.
Oh, just imagine. Just imagine. Someone's going to be up 3-1 in the Stanley Cup Finals. Anyways,
Anyways, we're leaving now.
bye.
See ya.
Bye.